G-Met, everybody. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of Heavy Metal Crime. What is up, my brother? Always good to see you.
How you doing, HMC? Thank you for coming on, Simon. Nice to finally meet you and have you on the show.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, lads. Thanks for the invite. Happy to be here. Yeah, everyone.
Absolutely.
Sorry for that.
G-Met.
Guys, our Simon, our special guest this week, huge guy in the space, and I'm not using the word huge figuratively, but
I see what you did there.
Yeah. So Simon, man, you are involved in like so much stuff, busier than a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest. Yeah. Think about that one. So let's see.
Let that think for a minute.
Yeah. You're with Solana ID,
That's right.
the Swole Brothers, the Ecosystem Call,
That's right.
Super Team Balkans. What else?
Cool.
What else?
Just the Drakes.
All right, what is that?
But that's not a job. That's just my NFT community. That is one of the smaller curated special NFT communities we still have out here on Solana. The new Boogles, let's say, without butchering the Boogles name. Shout out to the Boogles. But the Lucid Drakes, I think, are a very small community of based builders and believers in Solana.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. All right. So, Crime, where do we want to start here, man? There is so much to talk about today.
Well, I would say since we have kind of like a LP Media World focused audience, they probably don't know too much about Solana ID. If you want to kind of give just a quick overview of how that works, me and HMC already know, but we have a really like niche community, and I think it's a very neat idea. So,
yeah, totally, for sure. I mean, we started like 2 years ago. With the Solana ID journey, we went through a lot of ups and downs and highs and lows. But the goal was always clear. We wanted to help businesses to acquire users on Solana most capital efficiently, because user acquisition on crypto is a bitch, and it's just really difficult to get it right. And you spend a lot of money on these widespread campaigns with KOLs and medias and sponsorships and whatever, and you never really know where did my money go and what are the users' conversion stats. So you're like clueless. We come from performance marketing background, so we kind of always love to see numbers and conversion funnels and data when it comes to marketing, and it was lacking in crypto. Society was created to solve that pain point for businesses on the B2B side. And on the consumer side, we ventured out and pitched Society as the personal perks on-chain machine that just gives you rewards for your wallet activity, really. So if you're on Solana ID, if you have some good reputation on chain, reputation meaning just activity, really, right? So maybe you opened a few pools on Meteora, maybe you provided a bit of liquidity on a few pools on Meteora, maybe you did a few swaps here and there. Anything you really do on your journey in crypto is going to be captured by Solana ID. And that is interesting data for some of our perk partners, right? So if you have a really good wallet history, that also signals that you might be a power user. So you actually get a little bit more from these apps than someone that has a completely fresh wallet. Over time, we try to give something to everyone, though. So, for example, the latest perk, the Solstice campaign, everyone can take part, even if you're completely fresh on Solana, new wallet. You don't need to be an OG, right? Everyone can take part of the raffle. It's a really easy campaign. You lock 100 USX into EUSX on Solstice, and then you qualify for a raffle. You don't lose anything from doing it because 100 EUSX are 100 USD. It's a fucking stable coin. You get a bit of yield as well for holding EUSX, and you might win a share of a prize pool, $500 per winner, just for doing that. So if you have a good Solana ID like yourself, tier 2, you get a few more raffle tickets. So you have just higher chances to win. New users get a few less raffle. It's very easy, very simple. So definitely has been a very interesting journey building Solana ID. We're also going through some changes. So in the next 8 to 12 weeks, I think there's going to be quite some changes to what you're looking at right now, changes to the consumer pitch. Yup, there's a lot of stuff right now that we just baked a lot of feedback and learnings from the past 12 months or 24 months even into future direction of Solana ID. And that's gonna be visible in product, and it's gonna be visible in token as well, which is a completely different story. But yeah, we're cooking on some new stuff.
That is super cool, man. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at mine right now because I've been with y'all for a while, and I remember it was like the Jupiter, like LFG vote, whatever, and y'all were in that. Yeah, and I absolutely hated the way that worked. I did vote for Solana ID because I actually read it through. Oh, look at that, Alex. Yeah, Alex, one of the OGs, and made a Valhalla.
Let's go.
all of these perks, though, you guys have like, are these like carefully curated? Like you've checked, okay, like these guys are not a rug. I mean, is there an intense process to get listed here?
For sure, you have to go through the team. It's not a permissionless listing process. We learned it the hard way by listing the Solana ID lore. We listed one project before that we thought are good people, but they ended up doing some bad things after their token launch and so on. And they literally rugged some people, right? And we recommended them publicly. And after that, our DD process became a lot harder. And that also brings us a little bit into the future direction of Solana ID. The way I see this product evolve is this shall be the window to Solana, the entrance point for Solana. That is a very good starting point for anyone that comes from fucking Instagram or Facebook to these new kind of apps on the internet. They can go through Solana ID and they will get a curated set of, in future, many, many more protocols here that we handpick, right? And then list. And then we also help them to get a little bit of extra from going through our front end, then going straight to them, right? Because with us, you get perks. So we're just gonna help to onboard people, right? And that's actually also something I'm very passionate about, onboarding new people to the cool things we're building on Solana. And I think we just need more fucking brain power and energy to be put in that topic, because I love my little bubble here. Love all you guys, right? It's great. But I just don't want to circle jerk all the time. We need some fresh meat. That sounds like
nice. I love that, dude. I love that. That was unhinged. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry for that.
No, well, and I mean that's what we're all about. Like crime, this is like what he does. Like almost every day, he does like surprise streams. And he's like onboarding people on TikTok.
Really? Right? I didn't know that. What are you doing there? What is that about?
I just do like live LPing in a way. Like LPing meme coins is like a little bit faster, or it's more exciting, but it's still like LPing still takes a while. So like on TikTok, people are just like asking what I'm doing with like the Meteor UI, and I try to explain how that works. So onboarding over there.
Yeah, we need more of that. I love that. That's awesome.
I wanted to ask you though, since you have brought this idea to life, is there anything that you would have done differently, or is there any advice you can give to people who are looking to also? I could never fathom actually building something, and is there any advice you'd give to someone looking to do something similar?
Something similarly, talking about entrepreneurial efforts on Solana.
Yes.
Wide range. That is a big question, Crime. That is a big question that could end up in a very big answer. So I'm just gonna say 10% of it. And then
okay.
So there's a few hard rules, right, that I learned in my entrepreneurial journey. One of the most important ones is the people you surround yourself with and the people you build together with. Make sure you like them and make sure you can work with them. Make sure you complement each other, right? And you're not just a copy of yourself, because that's kind of cool and you vibe. Okay, but it's actually better if you have complementary skill sets that are very different. If your opinions not always align, but if you can negotiate and discuss in a way that doesn't kill yourself, that is perfect. Like find someone that you can do these things with, right? Like a good partner is so valuable for any entrepreneurial journey, because if you're a solo founder, it's freaking painful. It is actually. And if you're two people, you can do the fucking work of at least 3 or 4 people. You know what I mean? It's not 1 + 1 = 2 when it comes to co-founders. It's 1 + 1 = at least 3, maybe more, right? So find a good partner is like one thing that I just would advise everyone to begin with, right? And it can be difficult. I'm not going to talk about how to do that, but if you can pick someone you trust, like a friend, that would be the ideal case scenario. That saves you a lot of pain as well in the future, if you have someone you actually trust. Then another learning that is like much more tangible and very specific to Solana ID. So that's why I pick it right now from all the learnings that I could talk about. Build a product that's very easy to comprehend. We did not do that. Solana ID is very difficult to really wrap your head around. A lot of people right now in the ecosystem, they don't really know what we're doing. They can't explain it in a single line. Like Jupiter is swapping tokens. Okay, cool, well, I get it. Meteora, I can provide liquidity in the LP pool. Like if you know what crypto is about, you get it, right? If you're my mom, you're be like, what? But that's not your target audience anyways. But what I'm saying is make your product targeted at one specific audience and make them understand the easiest way possible, right? Vanity can be different things depending on who you talk to, right? For businesses, it's a user acquisition, kind of network or tool. For users, it's this kind of rewards layer and personal perks machine, whatever you want to call it. Even that is very abstract if you really think about it. You don't directly get what it does. And then we had a time when we also talked to apps with a lot of traffic. We called it the Solana Display Network back then when we tried this endeavor. And we wanted other apps like Meteora or Jupiter or whoever, we wanted them to integrate our perks into their front end as little pop-ups so that they can show perks to their users and we can catch their traffic and they get paid for it. So it's kind of it's like an ad network. We tried to pitch that to people. So there was a third stakeholder to explain what is Solana ID for you. So all these different frontiers of, stakeholders made it really difficult to explain the product. That is a big learning. And that's one part of the thing we're doing now differently from whenever we're doing the pivot in the next 12 weeks. It needs to be much easier to wrap your head around what you're doing. So if you want to build a product, make sure to be fucking simple and specific with it and don't overcomplicate it. You do not need a lot of fancy words to describe what you're doing. If you do need that, either you're stupid or your product sucks. But it should be able to describe in easy words.
No doubt.
Those are some things. Yeah.
All right, I got a tough question for you here, Simon. My solid score. I don't know why it's not loading, but I'm in the tier 2, and you come here and you talk about there's the on-chain activity and what have you, but like my liquidity providing looks like trash, but this is all I do. Why? Why am I rugged here, Simon?
That is a very good question. I'd have to investigate your on-chain track record and see if we missed any program IDs from Meteora products that are not captured. This is actually quite a difficult thing to build, by the way, and it's not perfectly accurate. So the solid score, you have to imagine there's hundreds of program IDs on Solana that you all have to capture when it comes to your full on-chain footprint. So we might just miss some of the programs you interact with. That's why it's not as good as you'd like it to be.
Is it only looking at if you're providing liquidity with USDC pairs, or is it just any liquidity providing?
I think it is only specific pairs that we can capture, right? Otherwise, it's quite a extensive lift, to include everything. So the solid score is definitely not a perfect, window into your on-chain activity.
Gotcha.
And there's also another learning, by the way. That might be, let's put it that way, without going too deep into what's happening next. I don't think the next version of Solana ID is going to rely heavy as it does right now on the solid score, because I actually don't think it's a great product anymore.
Gotcha. There you go.
Yeah.
You got the alpha right there, guys. And for those who don't know, there is the Solid Talk every Saturday. You just missed it.
True.
This week, but yeah, dude, these raccoons are something else, man. And you guys are absolutely unhinged on the ecosystem call. We're gonna get to that. But Super Team Balkan. So, how does a German end up on Super Team Balkan?
Why do you people legitimately think I'm Balkan?
I did.
And here you go. Here you go.
Oh, I knew
pass.
you were German.
I know you do. I mean, I'm very honest about it, and I don't have a problem with it. I grew up in Germany. I studied in Germany. You know, I did my early 20s here. I worked here. But I did end up in a Balkan country in Bulgaria like more than 5 years ago. And I kind of stayed down there as a base. You know, as you guys know, I travel a lot, so I return there frequently over the past years. And this is how, when Solana ID literally started, completely, day zero of Solana ID, the first thing I did was get connected with Josip from Super Team Balkan, who was back then still a co-founder of the Super Team. And they just started. It was not even a thing yet, Super Team Balkan. It didn't really exist. No one knew it back when I connected with him. I think I was the first call he ever took with a builder. And then they had the first build station Balkan for the Renaissance Hackathon, if you guys recall that, Coliseum. And they needed teams because they were completely new. They didn't have any teams really. So I was like, sure, I'm going to, build during that hackathon. And I flew into to Serbia or to Croatia. And they put people in the office that were literally just devs from their own dev shop. So it looks like it's not empty, but I was actually the only fucking team that was attending. They didn't want it to look at that way. So I was like constantly getting feedback from them and so on for the first version of Solana ID. And they helped me a lot in the early days, and I'm still very grateful for that. And since then, Super Team Balkan has been doing extremely well. I was like the first ever member of the Super Team, really. But after me, they got a lot of interest, a lot of great products coming out of it. We have, Soul Flares based in the Balkans. Obviously, they've been around since a while now, but affiliated with Super Team Balkan. Projects like Streamflow, OGs in the space as well from Serbia. Yeah, it was really just because of my my base in Bulgaria and my passion for the Balkans. I actually like the people and the countries a lot. Wow. That brought me to Super Team Balkan. And then I just talked to Carlo from Germany. I was like, bro, I'm sorry. I gotta, I can't do two. I gotta pick one. Right. I hope you're not mad.
Yeah.
And so I ended up with the Balkan.
Hell yeah. So the ecosystem call, you guys took this over. You and Eno took this over, and I mean, dude, this show is just absolutely fucking unhinged, man. I mean, it's informative, but absolutely unhinged. And I'm like super jealous, actually. Like, this is just pure greatness right here. I mean, just absolute greatness. And I'm like super honored to have been included in that. Like, dude, that was like fucking amazing, man. But you and Eno are absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking here.
Who are you calling on? Come on, you know what he's talking about.
Yeah. So I love you, Eno. Thank you for joining us. But yes, I love Unhinged. You guys, what's that? Oh yeah,
I was just saying, Eno.
Dude, you just look at that picture, man. Right? Like, how can you not love that shit? This is a lot of work, but I think it's like, to me, I think it's like super important that, like, it's very informative, this show, but like, I mean, we've kind of asked Eno this question before, but how did you guys get into this?
we just dreamt big, and we thought, what's the biggest fucking craziest thing we can do in this ecosystem as Soul Brothers, right? That would, make a big impact. What's the single biggest thing? It was like, maybe hosting the official Solana ecosystem called live stream on Solana main account would be pretty big. So how about we do that? That was a mere thought that ended up becoming reality, just by sheer, a little bit of luck maybe, but I think also because of the fact that built up a very good reputation for himself on Solana by all the right things that he did in his career. And myself, I also always try to, do good to people and, behave well and don't fuck anyone over. So our reputation was decent enough to make that ask, put it that way. And that's usually how life works, ladies and gents. this is how you level up in life. Like if you're good to karma's going to get back at you either way, right? In our way, it came back at us in a good way, and we got the green light for first episode of the ecosystem call. That was 1 month trial. Then I think we did a fairly good job in the first month. If you remember the shirtless theme of me and Igor, that's how it started. It's back.
Yes. Dude,
so
I saw that and I was like, dude, this is like the most amazing shit I've ever seen. And, had Eno on like not long after that. And I actually did that entire stream shirtless. He said nothing about it. He just like pretended that shit didn't happen. It was just absolutely hilarious, dude. But I'm like, man, you guys are geniuses. Who is coming up with all of this?
I'm not proud of what I did, but I think I created a man who has the most unhinged ideas. Big shout out to Benny, I love you, man. But yeah, like Benny used to be the marketing lead for Solana ID before I convinced him to be a bit more crazy, and I gave him a bit more freedom at Solana Ecosystem Call, and then he just ended up being really good at that. So obviously the ideas are a team effort. Eno's a really good idea guy as well, very creative, has a really good sense for things that could work. Very, very good, I think, taste. But then Benny is the one who comes up with what we internally call the wildest crackhead ideas. So that's usually what he does. Yeah, he's very good at it. Obviously, like I said, the whole team is brainstorming, but our idea guy is probably Benny.
How have you guys increased your production quality? Like it's gotten like really, really good. Was it always good from the beginning, or have you guys brought members on that have made it better?
Yeah, so we grew the team. Obviously, the first pilot we started was still very small. It was just like me and Benny from Solana ID, and Eno and Caveman, who's our lead video editor from Soul Brothers since day one. And we were just like pushing. And then we just tried to force people in slowly, bit by bit. Last month, a bit more aggressively. So now we have like a good AI gen team, a good video team, good writers and idea people. So good crowd, and we're slowly stepping it up, slowly expanding really. But with that being said, the goal was, since the very first pitch to Solana Foundation, the goal was to create a late night TV style ecosystem call that is digital native and Twitter first, but at TV production quality, which is a very high bar to set for a live stream. But that was the goal, right? And that's what we're opting for right now. We're very relentless in pursuing the quality that we're trying to deliver.
No doubt. I mean, I'm sitting here on my stream and it's like about as degen as it fucking gets, right? Like
I mean, there's a place for everything.
Right? Yeah, no doubt. And we actually like crime. I think it's time. We actually do some degen shit right here on stream.
Come on, bro! Don't make me drink an egg. I don't even have.
You don't have to drink an egg if you're a baby.
Thanks,
that's okay, dude.
that.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, a couple eggs, but
Drinking raw eggs.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, I live in Texas, so we got to make it spicy. A little Tabasco sauce in there.
Graham, does he do that all the time, or what is happening?
No, I actually inspired him to do this, I believe.
Oh, come on, guys. You're a very bad team. So
tasty and spicy. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go.
All the proteins in.
Yeah, getting our proteins in, and now there's like egg all over my desk, and I don't have a whatever. Fucking we ball, right? Fucking we ball, dude. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know if you saw this promo, but Crime actually.
Yeah, I saw the video.
You saw it? All right.
Yeah.
Dude, just absolute greatness, man. I mean, the cracking eggs directly into your mouth, dude. Like,
pretty killer. Go that.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Breakfast.
Right? Just, I love it, bro. I love it. Okay. All right. So who is doing your show prep, like your research? Who's doing all of that? Is that you and Eno, or like who's doing all that?
It depends on the segment, right? We have different parts of the show. There's different responsibilities in the team, but we have, like, everyone is doing a little bit. We have our agents also do a lot of stuff. Like, we do have a lot of AI processes actually as well internally that are working on the show. So when, like, my responsibility are the interviews, latest, most infamously with Soju. So the interviews are usually my kind of corner, where I use the team to get ideas and, ask them for stuff, but I do the research, I get the intel, I get everything together with my agents. And then we have the main part of the show, which is the ecosystem wins, right? If Meteora ships something huge, we're gonna mention it on the show. If anyone ships something huge in the ecosystem, we're gonna mention it. And the best way to get in the ecosystem wins, by the way, is by being in our Telegram group, the backstage for the ecosystem call. If you guys are not in there, let me know. Because if you drop a link there, then our team sees it and we can consolidate it. And there's a Google form as well for people who want to be extremely sure to get into the ecosystem call win list of considerations. Submit the form as well, and then the team will see it. That's how we source the wins mainly from. Because as you can imagine, there's like a fuckload of things happening every month on Solana. How do you capture that all? We have a good process right now to do that. But we do need the intake from the Telegram group or the Google form.
Yeah, man, hook us up, dude. That would be absolutely awesome. Okay. Next, let's see what I wanted to ask you about. Or Crime, did you have anything you wanted to hit on about the ecosystem call?
No, I always I texted Eno like once last month just because I just wanted to see what's going on. I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Nothing, super busy." That was all. But we just like spitballed some ideas, and you guys are just like super creative. I'm excited to see where it ends up heading.
Yeah, man. Like, you stay excited for this month. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be. Let me put it that way. Benny is having a lot of fun right now. He's, at this time of the month, this is where the ideas are being shaped and put into execution for the end of month campaign around the ecosystem call.
Hell yeah, dude.
Very fun.
Yeah, no, and so if you guys don't know, if you've been living under a rock, you need to catch the ecosystem call. It's the last Thursday of every month, and there's a Luma that goes out. Check it out on Soul Brothers, or on X. It's at Soul Brothers. Yeah, Soul Brothers Pod. Sorry. I was gonna say that and then I didn't say that. And dude, we fucking wing it on this show. It is how we roll. All right. So
Heavy Metal, how many push-ups did you do in that stupid video that you did where you texted? Yes.
A stupid video? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. That was like 1,001.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see them all, my friend. I want to see one video with all of them.
Well, I mean, that's a really long video. You have to edit it down, right? That's just, you got to edit that.
You have to cut it.
The 3x speed. 3x speed.
I mean, you saw me press 585 pounds or 265.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah. Just, do for fucking reps, right? So
you're a strong guy as well.
Yeah. I mean, dude, and I'll tell you what, something I have never forgotten, I will never forget for as long as I live. Whenever I went to New York for Solana Accelerate last year, and I ended up at the Solana offices there in New York. Yeah. And like I'm walking in and I felt like, the kid, he landed backstage at the fucking, rock show, right? Like I don't belong here, but I'm in. And so I'm in, and, I get introduced to you and you're like, holy shit, dude, you're big, right? You called me big.
That's
and I'm like,
legend.
I'm like, okay, so the Incredible Hulk just fucking called me big. I don't know what's going on here, but I will never forget that as long as I live, dude. Forever.
Yeah, you're too humble, bro. You're just too humble. It makes no sense. But whatever. Stay the way you are. That's good.
Yeah, dude. Well, this
I
is
could argue
this
with
is
it.
what we do, man. So yeah, flex time. Come on, crime. Put them up, dude. Let's see what you got.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
That'd be a good snippet.
Yeah. Now, do you have Thor's hammer though?
I do not have Thor's hammer. Like, where did you even get this? Is that just lying around in your gym? How did this picture even happen?
Okay, so
I'm
this
confused right now.
this is called a mace bell, and yes, it was custom made for me. My best friend had this made actually by a guy in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, a guy in Germany made this custom just for HMC. It weighs 10 kilos.
Okay.
Yeah, or 22 pounds. And like, have you ever seen Mace Bell before? Are you familiar with it?
Not really.
Okay, well,
Very uncultured.
you basically you're doing these big swings behind your back, and
Right.
and there's all different kinds of things you do. It's a great upper body workout. But it's a great workout, and then plus it just fucking looks badass. But you could get mace bells for all over the place. But I actually had to work my way up because I started with a 10-pound mace bell because it doesn't sound like that much weight, but put it behind your head and swinging it, and it becomes a lot different, right?
It's such a great workout.
Yeah, no, it is a great workout, and so I worked up to this, and it's actually beautiful. And Crypto Jones is trying to roast me in the fucking chat, and yes, actually I have, but when I'm at the gym, I'm not fucking concerned about that shit, dude. 50 years old and I still got my hair, so I'm happy,
Yeah, I think HMC is not a princess, guys. Like he doesn't in the gym. You're just gonna fucking go nuts. Like it's not about having pretty hair and makeup on fleek. But I do love the fact that you have a fucking hammer in your gym bag. That is just like me imagining this, like how that hammer got to the gym. It's like literally you with a hammer in the gym. Like, sure.
Yes, dude. I walk in the gym with that thing over my shoulder. It's like walk in and was like, "Hey, what's up, dude?"
Sure. A bit scary, but sure. That's fine.
Yeah, no, they're chill about it though, man. It's whatever. And old man still can. This is the guy he lifts too. He needs to work on his arms, and I would say that to anybody you do. Okay. All right. Crime, you think we need to hit him up with some rapid fire questions?
Sure, you go for it.
Go for it. Okay. First question right off the bat. Natty or gear? Yeah, don't let the audio cut out. Are we natty?
I said gear within like half a second, bro.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
Why you make it awkward?
Gear all the way. Okay, gear. All right. BCAA's supplements, real bullshit or legit?
Yeah. I mean, if you give them to me for free, I'll drink them, but I won't spend a lot of money on them.
Okay.
I hope that answers the question.
Okay, what pre-workout do you use?
NO Explode is my go-to. Red NO Explode. It's a big red tub. That's one of the best dosages for everything I need. So that's the go-to for me.
All right. So now I got to know, is it high caffeine? What are you going for?
It needs to have at least 6 grams of citrulline. If it has 6 grams of citrulline in one serving, chances are high it's going to have a good amount of arginine as well and beta-alanine as well in the right dosage. Mix some agmatine in there. I don't need creatine in my pre-workout, but if it has it, sure, why not? Creatine or crack, okay, sure. What the fuck? Caffeine is not a must because I drink coffee and all that shit, so I don't need caffeine in my pre-workout. But I think NO Explode comes with 200 milligrams of caffeine as well in a serving, which is awesome for me. But I actually prefer the pre-workouts without caffeine because you can drink them whenever you want. While this one, I do not drink at like 6 p.m. I'm a morning guy when it comes to gym, so for me this is great. But if I have a late afternoon workout and I put like 200 milligrams of caffeine in me,
Right.
not the best decision to make.
I really need to get a sponsorship. I've been using Axe and Sledge. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Yeah, of course.
You have? Good or
Ferocy,
bullshit?
yeah.
Huh?
I haven't. Seth Ferocy, right? Like the guy from the guy who made that. Yeah.
I actually have a hat from them signed by him.
Nice, bro. Like he's cool, man. He's cool. I watched him and I like back in the day. But I don't know about the sub store. I have not looked into them. But I guess he's doing decent things. I like a lot of his views, so I wouldn't imagine he puts shit into his subs. Let's put it that way, and slaps his name on it.
Yeah.
Trust the guy. So, yeah.
Dude, I actually love their naming. It's actually like pretty degen. This is HWMF or hardworking mother effer. Dude.
That's cool. Yeah, because this guy's just nuts. Like he's a nut job.
DBAP, don't be a pussy. That is 500
sponsorship already. You're like just like this is my
yeah no.
All right. In the
It's the ones with all the offensive names.
Yeah,
dude.
Such a fan.
Electrolytes. How critical are they?
Fairly critical if you don't have them. I think you're gonna die probably. So they are critical, but you should be able to get them by just drinking water. So unless you're sweating like a pig or being in a very hot country or doing like 3 times sauna a day or something, I don't think you need to get them on top of your natural.
So I guess what my question is, so you are or are not adding them to like your daily routine, adding in electrolytes,
Me personally, no. Like if it's like BCAAs, if someone gives them to me, I'm going to drink them. But it's not something that I feel is like super relevant for me to like spend money and time on to consume it, honestly.
Okay.
But by the way, that's my stance to most subs, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Can you talk about what you are typically eating each day?
Yeah.
Or like maybe breakfast, lunch, dinner on like.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, my diet's like pretty boring. As most people that live since a long time, they don't go fancy. Eggs are on the number one definitely. So on average, like 8 eggs per day.
Hell yeah!
Like normal for me. So usually for breakfast, I have like 6 to 10 eggs, something in between, depending on how I feel on the day and what I worked out. With a little bit of meat, either it's a bit of a steak or some chicken or some sausage if I don't have anything better, and then just a bit of avocado. That's usually it, and coffee. I don't really go heavy on the carbs in the morning, not because I don't like it, but because I feel better if I don't have too many carbs right in the morning. So usually after gym, I prefer to have like very fast carbs. So that's like a banana, kiwi, and an apple and berries in a blender with protein powder, and I chuck it. And my 8 eggs, the way this man is doing it, not in a glass, in a pan. I scramble them. I eat them like a normal human being. And then the rest of my day is just a mix of carbs, veggies, and protein, nothing fancy. So it's either salmon, beef, minced meat, chicken, or whitefish. Very wide range, depends on the day. Usually chicken. And then I usually have rice, potatoes, or like potato wedges from the air fryer.
Damn.
And that's it. Yeah.
How many calories are we talking about, man?
I'm aiming for 4, but I'm usually not getting all of them. So that's why I'm maintaining my weight right now.
Do you aim? I guess it's different pounds, but 1 gram protein per body weight, or you aim more? I guess
I think
kg. You go in kg, so it's a little different.
Let me think in pounds. Was it the same rule?
Freedom units.
Yeah. I think that checks out, but that's like the minimum. Yeah.
Okay.
Minimum, I would say. Yeah. Like I wouldn't go below that. I'd happily go above that though.
Okay. Bench press, flat or incline?
So here's the thing. It's a bit of I hate the question because it always makes me talk for like 5 minutes. So I'm just going to keep it short. I was born with a condition that makes me really difficult to bench. I'm not benching. So I can't give you. I can bench 120 kg for reps if you want me to, but I never do it. I do single arm barbell with 50 kg and shit like that to kind of balance out. But I do have a condition that is genetically defined that led to one of my pecs being very underdeveloped. And I'm going to hurt my shoulder if I bench.
Gotcha. Well, that's fair. I mean, whatever works, right? Whatever gets it in, dude. You look like you press about 584 pounds.
No, I'd probably kill my shoulder then. But I overhead press a bunch of shit, so I can do the 100-pound dumbbells and shit overhead. So I'm fairly good at that, but just not bench, like not chest.
Yeah,
you need to see this under there. What a weird fucking question. I'm gonna screenshot this and put it on my wall.
Don't listen. We have some.
Just go on my Instagram, brother.
Yeah, he's just wild, dude. He's just wild. So I heard 8 eggs, so I can't let Simon outdo me. So this is a full fucking glass. And
oh my God.
I don't know, I might die here, but let's
just take your time. I don't want to see the shit in your beard, okay, brother? So just don't take your time. Enjoy it as well. Enjoy it while it lasts, Breathe.
Shell.
Oh, a bit of eggshell.
Extra
minerals.
Yes. Calcium.
You got
calcium.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's too funny. That was awesome. I don't know if I would describe it.
I need a paper towel. Jeez, dude. What the hell?
Enjoy it, brother.
All right, Crime, what else you got?
Like 10. That's like 10 eggs today.
Yeah, you reached your egg supply for today. That's good.
Yeah, no, I've still got 4 in the carton. But I got 2 more dozen in the refrigerator.
Nice.
Jeez. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not gonna eat the fucking eggshells, dude. What the hell, man?
Now we eat the eggs. Wow.
Yeah, no. How about no? Jeez. So what else is up, Crime? What?
Nothing. I was gonna ask him about like if he like, do you like German food or Balkan food better?
Ooh, that's a difficult question.
Yeah.
German food is great, but I think Balkan food is more my vibe. It's just the way it is, Like, because they just eat like shit lot of meat and like about good meat as well, like lamb grill and like beef grill and chicken fucking skewers and stuff. And it always comes with like good sides, like good potatoes and rice and shit. Balkan food is like very hearty. I think that's the word, right?
Mm-hmm.
German as well, but German food can also get very dirty very quickly. Like just a lot of sauces and all that stuff. There's like a few German dishes that I really love. But if I have to pick, I'm gonna go for Balkan Sam.
Okay. Good to know.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, Foon in the chat. What up, Foon? Yeah, brother.
Yeah, dude. There's all kinds of people in the chat here today.
Foon is a legend.
Yeah, full of legends. What we do, man, is what we do.
Lightweight.
The goat.
Yeah. So, like, got a couple things that we're gonna share just happening. We're gonna change gears here just for a second, because we gotta talk about Meteora, of course. Creating pools is just getting easier and finding them too. So there's a new change to the universal search. And RWAs always been supported on Meteor. Now they're getting easier to find and discover right there. And while Meteor did not launch this, it's the SV151. Have you heard of this, Simon? The SV151?
Yes, bro. This is so cool. I love the concept about it. I love everything. I mean, I heavily agree with everything Soju thinks about frontier capital markets. So this is really cool to see. Yeah, no, I think it is really cool. And I mean, me personally, I've never messed with the Pokemon card in my life, right? Like, same.
never touched.
No idea, bro.
Yeah. but I see people like going absolutely ape shit over these things. Like they will be like going on a stream and ripping packs live.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
like
it's fun. Not gonna lie.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I mean,
Yeah, I get
but
it.
the thing that really keyed me in that I like the most about the whole concept, because whether it's Pokemon card or whatever it is like, so they buy this thing, they open it up, they see it, and there's like, okay, I would like to keep that and get it sent to me. Or it's like, okay, yeah, I don't want that, and they can buy it back, and I never have to touch it, right? Or you can actually play online with these things, like, you know, it's there, it's digital, and you can play, and we can use it. And to me, this is like actual, like, useful, helpful things out there in the space that, you know, it's been missing, I think, you know, for a while. And I want to see this.
Yeah, it's a new product. It's a new financial product, right? Like we're wrapping reward assets into a single token. It's cool. I think it's a neat idea. Giving us to investing in certain assets, right? Making it this simpler and easier for people. Making it part of the DeFi Lego and the plug and play DeFi Lego stack that we have, where you can just create assets and then start doing all kinds of shit with them, lend and borrow against it, put in pools, get yield, you know. I think it's great. I think that's why I like the broader vision of this, right? Creating new financial products on chain.
Well, people have talked about putting like real estate, you know, like, you know, maybe the deed to your house or something like this. But do you think there's like some inherent issue that's going to happen with that? Like that you put real estate online, do you think that'll end up being problematic, or like is it useful or not useful? I mean, do you have any initial thoughts about that itself, or no?
Every asset that has an inherent value in this world and is interesting to at least two parties, so it's, you know, there's a trading interest for it, that asset can be on chain and should be somewhere in our financial markets that we're building on the blockchain, in my opinion. So real estate is certainly a very big part of that. And I don't think that this is the first time anyone ever talked about it. There's protocols and products already live that are trying to do it. I think it has been quite quiet, I think, as well around this topic. Actually, now that you bring it up, I think there can be more innovation in this space. I don't know exactly why it is so quiet. But I also know that, for example, REITs are a financial product that work out really well in the traditional financial industry, which is, you know, just a basket of real estate that you own through in an ETF wrapper or similar like that. So that is like just, it gets the job done. What is the job? Well, I want exposure to real estate in a certain geography or a certain vertical, so I can let my money grow over there because I believe in that narrative. Does that sound like an on-chain product? Yes, it does, right? So I think we can definitely have that as well. Why is everyone on this call? QB is here as well. It's quick. Do you guys have anything better to do than watching me yet? No, I'm just kidding. You here, guys.
Yeah, no, dude. This show is the place to be. It is where it's at. I'm just telling you. You know, I mean, the ecosystem call is fine, but where else can you drink eggs and fucking flex live?
Well,
I'm just
You're
kidding.
The one that said we're pretty unhinged, so pretty sure we
no,
can do that.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have nothing but love and respect. I'm actually like studying you guys. You're like, dude, bro, that was like fucking amazing. You know, like, you know, I'm not trying to just straight copy, but like, I'm like, dude, I need to do
like we're
badass shit like that. Just amazing.
I mean, to be frank as well, the whole mandate of the Solana ecosystem call is make the ecosystem thrive, right? That's the whole reason we do that show, is to elevate founders, you know, to inspire people, to make the sentiment about Solana positive, to push narratives, you know, like this is a very pro Solana ecosystem show,
right?
By default, right? So whatever anyone can get from the show is absolutely, it's perfect, right? That's the reason we exist.
Right. No, and I mean, I think it's cool because you're not necessarily like endorsing anybody or like you're not putting this project down or that project. It's just like, here's what's happening. Here's something that's cool. We found this. Here you go. Go check it out. So I mean, I think it's really cool.
We are going to play more and more favors as well on the show because I can be very open with this. We do have a commercial mandate as well with the ecosystem call. So obviously we're trying to build a top-notch show because we just want to do top-notch work, but also there's commercial interest. So there's going to be commercial slots. The first one was actually already live that was the raccoon you saw. And that happened last month already. So we're trying to push really, really well done, clever, high quality commercials, Super Bowl commercials of Solana, and bring them out on the ecosystem call and do a whole campaign around them. And I think you're going to like who's our next project. That's going to be KH2. Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty sure you want to like it.
I love it. I love it. And I really, really appreciate the shout out you did for me on the interview with Soju. Yes, this man is in profit.
Yeah.
Dude, it's actually so great, dude. All right, guys.
They're coming.
All right. All right. Yeah. You're under arrest.
I'm out of here.
Now, guys, that sound means it is time for the big crime of the week. Crime, take it away, my friend.
Sure. So I honestly was just thinking about Jurassic Fi. They submitted something to Hackathon, so I just wanted to give them a shout out because in this market, their token actually looks really good, and I thought the idea was super neat. They're tokenizing the fossils and whatnot. I don't know the actual tech behind it, but congrats to that team.
That's actually really cool. I saw that as like people buying the fossils and supporting. That's cool.
Yeah, very neat project they have. I think they're from Super Team Balkan as well, or Balkan.
Yes.
Anyways, going into kind of the Pokemon meta is what's happening this week. So a lot of tickers were running, but I want to give the warning to people. A lot of these tokens that run super high early, like to 1.5 mil, like Gacha went to 10 mil. Be careful when you're bidding these because it's way easier for these higher market cap tokens, and you saw it with Rich. It's a lot easier for these higher market cap tokens to drop over 80%. Frequently they do minus 90% moves, and if you were LPing Gacha, I know a lot of people got wrecked on this one, so this is kind of the main crime of the week play. But there's really unfortunately there's very little you can do if you're LPing this and you sleep on it or something. Even if you are at your desk and you see it happening, it happens in a very, very quick time frame. So unfortunately, be careful, I guess. I think there was something that happened with this ticker specifically. They had an account change or something, but unfortunately that one got wrecked pretty hard, and I saw a lot of people in that. So just be aware. And something real quick to just go over bounty work, kind of a similar idea, neat idea. It was, Pump Fund introduced the bounties for doing different things, but be careful, like I said, on these tokens that go up a lot super early, even though they can be good LP positions. Just keep in mind it's not a bad idea to exit on these first bounces because they eventually do fade off. So that's all we got for today. Again, shout out Jurassic, and that's 3. We had 3 have the partnership with IBM. Not really sure what this whole what this token does, but like I said, last thing I'll end off with you guys is keep in mind 50% moves down is going to equal minus 75%. 50% moves down is a minus 75%. So you just want to keep that in mind when you're opening your positions, kind of where the exponential decay can lead you. All of these 50% moves down will equate to 87% down. Just want you guys to be aware. That's all we have for today.
Lightweight. Yeah, buddy.
But yeah, that's all we got for today.
Awesome, dude. And Adam from Canada, he was in 3. I'm still in 3, man. I'm stuck in 3, but I'm back in range. It hit a little bit of bounce, so we're back in it. It's all good. Okay. All right. So what else have we got? Simon, that is just something that we do every week, the big crime of the week. It's just like a natural thing. What's going on in chat here? Ain't nothing but a peanut. JD Soul, thanks for joining me, man.
Another big guy.
Yeah, good guy. He actually joined me because, like, I have a second show now, and it's called The Cook, and it'll be on tomorrow with Sagadao. And he actually came on last week. We talked Jupe Academy, whatever. I mean, anybody that knows me, I love the education, and it's something that there is not enough education in. I mean, I'll just say crypto, right? Like, yeah, not just Solana, but all of crypto. I think there needs to be more education, and who's doing it, right? We've been doing it here. LP Army, we've been doing it for a couple years. Jupiter, they started it up, but like, who else is doing education? I mean, yes, there's people who have like their pods or their talks or whatever, a weekly thing. Oh no, we lost Simon. Damn. Rugged man. Oh man. Okay.
I know you had the soundboard.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing with the soundboard, and I actually forgot to load up a bunch of them, dude. I had some really cool ones, but
I think we got him back.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Whew. Thought you rugged us, bro. Hello. He's giving us the side. Yeah, there. Testing. Check. Mic check. Do you trade, Simon?
Yeah, I need another 20 seconds or so.
All right, you're good.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. Cool.
We're almost finishing up, so
I think if you guys hear me already well, then let me know, because I don't see you yet, but
yeah, you sound great.
Okay, cool. I'm back then.
Okay. All right, cool beans. So someone is asking, do you trade? And if so, is it just like major tokens, memes?
It is only Solana and BTC, and sometimes I see cash and maybe 1 or 2 others, but very rarely. So I would say 80%, 90% just Sol.
You stacking the solid token?
Trading my own token?
No. Are you stacking solid?
Are you? Have you been buying more recently?
I didn't get it.
Solana ID has a token that you can buy.
Yep. What about it?
So, are you stacking? Never mind. I think his Wi-Fi rugged him again.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, no, it's all good, dude. It's all good. So anyway, Wi-Fi issues happen. Is that what happened at the last ecosystem call, the Wi-Fi rug? Well, okay.
Sorry, I had to turn off maybe I'm just trying to get your audio at least.
No.
No. Yeah, now we hear you fine. Can you hear us?
Running out of
bandwidth.
Juice.
Almost out of internet. And Simon, I would have preferred to stay on longer and ask you more questions, but for the sake of time, I think we got some good info from you. So
Cool. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that. I don't know how stable this shit is right now, but I
It's
might be
okay.
back. Just
No.
like to finish that last thought. I trade Solana. I don't know what you asked about Solid. So if you want to repeat that question, I can answer it real quick.
I was just asking, are you stacking? Are you stacking and staking and
Of course. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, currently Solid token has been bleeding a lot since we launched in almost 1.5 years ago. So a lot of people exited the token, which means supply is mainly in the team's hands right now. I mentioned earlier that there's like some changes coming to Solid, and these changes are only possible because of that fact as well. But the people that will still be holding, they'll at least have a good chance again to regain some momentum in the token with that coming change. But yeah, we got to do something about it because the token right now is neither a meme nor utility token nor an ownership coin because we launched it 2 years ago when all of that shit was still very vague. No one really knew how to do tokens. I think nowadays we know much better how to do tokens correctly, and I want to bake these learnings into a new vehicle.
Okay. Well, so like here's what I'm doing actually is, like, because obviously my main thing is liquidity providing, right? Same with crime. And so I have a play, I'll exit position, and sometimes I end up with just like a few cents of some, whatever the bullshit meme is. And it's not really worth converting into Solana or whatever. I'll go ahead and I'll turn that into Solid, and I'm doing a bunch of these. And so I'm turning all these little bits of bullshit memes into Solid, and and I get a few bucks and I'm staking it and I'm building up my karma, whatever that is. Actually, I don't really know what that is, to be honest with you. I hate to admit that, but I don't really know what the karma is for. Like, what's it doing for me?
It is essentially a point system, right? So there's potential benefits in the future that no one is promising to you, like any point system out there as well. But as a founder of the protocol, I can say that there's it is a good idea to just stack it up if you can, right? It's going to be worth it at some point. There's no fixed timeline to it because the first priority right now is to get the token back on track, right? And for that, we need to do some changes to the actual thing and get some new attention on it. That's all part of these kind of 12 week timeline I mentioned earlier.
Nice.
Or like some significant changes coming to the protocol. Yeah.
Okay. So those of you who are not familiar with Solana ID, the app, the QR code right here, you can scan that and that'll take you to the app. I'm not sharing referral codes or anything like that on stream because that feels wrong. But you guys seriously go check out Solana ID. There's a lot of perks out there, actually. I got in on the BTC Soul on that. I don't see that one listed anymore. What happened?
It's over. It's like some of these campaigns, they just end, right? Because they're either limited in supply, the perk just runs out, or it was a time box campaign that ran out. So some of them finish.
Gotcha. Boy, that one got confusing. So because the only way to buy that BTC Soul was through the platform. Like you couldn't just like go trade it, right? And so you would have this token and it would appear in your wallet like zero value. So it just seems like some skim, right? And I went out, sold Incinerator one day and I burnt 10 Soul worth of BTC Soul. Yes, I set 10 Soul on fire. But like on the platform, it still shows that I'm still staking, right? That I've still got like 10. Yeah. So I'm earning rewards off of that. So maybe whenever I turn about 473 years old, I'll get all my money back. But yeah, that was super awesome. Not that I blame Solana ID, but
warning. It is some of the DeFi apps on Solana, not naming names. You got to do a bit of a better job on the user experience because this just can't happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a smart cookie, but there's also people that are not a smart cookie. They'll definitely gonna run into problems using products like this. You know what I mean? Anyway, leave it there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that just rolls back to the same thing that I was saying before, is why education, I think, is so important, especially like if you want to be taken seriously, like if you can't teach, if you can't explain your product, or have someone that do that, then I mean, like, what are you doing, right? If I go to your site and I cannot figure out how to use it, you've dropped the ball, right? How do you expect to onboard somebody if you can't teach them how to use your product? It's fucking figure it out. Good luck to you. That's just not the way.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, doesn't work. Cool. Crime, what else have you got to ask this absolute legend of Solana and the man who dominates probably every gym that he steps into around the world?
Come on, bro.
I don't really have anything else for you, Simon. I would have the questions earlier I would have liked to go more in depth for, but I think they were all like really good for the viewers. I think they probably took some value from that. But for being respectful for your time, I'm good for now, but maybe we can just stay in touch. I'm very keen on following you guys' journey, you and specifically. So
yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, guys, like we're all in the same boat. I told it to Heavy Metal a lot of times as well. Like, I appreciate his journey as well, and the risks he's taking, and the everything around it. Like you guys are onto something. Just keep the consistency up. I think the most important skill that you can have as a founder, creator, or anyone that pursues anything entrepreneurial is just relentless execution and persistence. Right? Don't stop. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you don't have viewers. Sometimes you don't make money. Just keep pushing, and we're here. We're in this together. So if you need anything, you come to us. Vice versa. Happy to be here as well. Happy to reappear at some point in the future when I have new shit to talk about.
Dude,
until then, thanks for the invite. Appreciate
absolutely. It. No, dude, I'm like beyond myself. It was like, God, it's like whatever I asked, same with you. And it's like, man, these guys are so incredibly busy, like all the time. But like, fuck it, I'll ask him, right?
I love the creative aspects and how you guys are making Solana more of an appealing place and more it looks professional. Obviously, like you guys do the banter on your shows, but it looks like super professional, and
it is.
That's good for the space. Yeah,
professional but fun.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to do it lame. That's the last thing we want to do. It's got to be witty, clever, entertaining, and that's why we're unhinged and why we don't give too many shits, and why we rather ask Foundation for forgiveness than allowance permission. Sorry, Laguna. But we're having fun. At the end of the day, that's put that North Star out internally as the team. The first North Star we have internally is even though it's stressful work and I have short nights sometimes, we do have a lot of fun.
I dare say that the Solana ecosystem call is the most fun that you can have in a suit.
I agree, bro. It's probably true. Yeah,
absolutely the most fun you can have in a suit. Well, let's see, we are like 10 minutes over. It has been an amazing time talking with you. Like we went all over the place, but that's how we do it here on Heavy Metal Crime. We're like fucking random. Whatever happens, and show prep is super small, probably enough to drive crazy. But anyway, again, brother, thank you so much.
We can finish off. Crypto Jones real quick says, what's next for Sol ecosystem call? That's the last thing we'll ask.
Well, what's next for ecosystem call is ecosystem call June. On the last Thursday of this month. And if you want to see what's happening there, you better tune in. That's all I can say. We're cooking. We have a new theme. We have a new direction for the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. The team is already working hard. And you're going to see the first revelation of what we're tinkering on for this month at show week. So the last week of the month. Then you got to stay patient. Thank you, guys. Happy to be here. I'm going to tune out.
Yep. Thank you. Take care.
Bye, Simon. Thank you.
Bye. See ya. So, yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody coming on today. I had a great time. A really great time.
It was awesome.
Yeah. super awesome. And if you aren't following Simon, there's his ex. You should be following him. Check him out. What's up next? Like, Crime is streaming on about 75 different platforms, and it's always a surprise when he comes on. But if you are not following Crime, then you are messing up in your life. Crime XBT on, I think he's on, let's see, the TikToks, the Twitch, the YouTube, X, Kick. He's probably on MySpace and Facebook, and I don't know what else, but
Napster.
Yeah, Napster. Yep. Spotify. Anything and everything that can be followed. I'm sure that you will find Crime there. And when is he streaming tonight, dude? I don't even know that he knows. I don't know that he knows. And this one is a fair question. Is there a Crime OnlyFans?
If Soul goes to $40, we'll consider it.
All right, there. You heard the offer right there, guys. Soul goes to $40. We're gonna clip that. Crime is doing OnlyFans. Sweet. Win feet pics. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us on this special Saturday edition. We might be back next week on Saturday or Sunday, who knows.
We'll keep you posted.
Yep, keep you definitely posted for sure. Dude, I'm feeling good even after eating 8 eggs with hot sauce. It's been good shit, dude.
It's a good breakfast. It's a good breakfast.
Yeah, normally my breakfast is just coffee, but
I read that you can eating the raw eggs is good, but you don't digest like 40% of it, of the protein. So it's like easier to get down, but you're not going to get like as much digestibility. But it's like the equivalent of eating like six cooked eggs or something at this point.
6 what? Did you say Kotex?
No, cooked eggs.
Oh, cooked egg. Man, it sounded like you said Kotex. I'm like, bro, I'm not eating that. What the hell? Okay. So yeah, guys, again, follow Crime for his random streams. They actually totally cook. And check out Simon. I've got my new show on the Saga Mobile DAO called The Cook. That's tomorrow. We're actually going to teach Ace. We had him here on Heavy Metal Crime, but me and Photon Magic, we're going to have him on tomorrow. We're actually going to teach him how to LP live, and we'll have some cooking shows and, you know, who knows what else. So that's what's going on. Appreciate everybody for joining us and tuning in and sticking with us the entire time.
Thank you guys for being here.
I was very wordy. I was very wordy on that, and you're just like, thanks.
Hey, we'll see you guys next week. And yeah, Simon was a great guest. If you're tuning in at the end, watch it back. I think he dropped some good nuggets if you are looking to be entrepreneurial in ways. And yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you. All right, guys, sign out.
RJ.
Let's rock on.